Alright. Please tell me that you can hear me now. We're good? Alright, we're good. Let me know how the music is. And keep reminding me that I need to look over here instead of over here. I'm used to having the camera over here, but I have it over here because I got this shelf. And yeah, so now this is my like new angle, sort of catty-cornered. It's kind of difficult because I keep wanting to look at my preview screen, but I need to look at the fucking camera. Anyways, it's always a pain in the ass. Going back to new stuff, or old stuff, stream keys and whatnot, and setting other shit up. And of course, every time I start up a stream, there's no music now. There should be music, for fuck's sake. There should be music, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, okay. You're killing me here, man. Come on. Yeah, I know I turned that off. Maybe it's just a little low. It's very low? Okay, I can turn it up. Let me know if it's too loud. I'll turn it up. Decibels like this. There we go. Yeah, alright, so back after 90 days. Just, no more reacting to other people's videos. I don't care whose video it is. I don't care if it's a popular YouTuber that doesn't care. Like Filthy Frank or some shit. I'm just not doing it. Just not doing it anymore. It's just not worth 90 days. YouTube is really asshole about that, so just not worth it. It's good to be back. Thanks for joining. Pie. And I hope you can't hear that. That's animals. They always have to start. They always have to start when I go live. They always have to start their bullshit. At least one of them. If not both. Or all three of them. Yep. Alright. Got some Jim Beam whiskey here. It's really hard. Like, I get easily distracted, as you can tell. I hear noises, even if you can't hear them, I hear them, and they annoy the hell out of me. And it really distracts me from what I'm trying to say. I'm easily distracted. I'm not very good at focusing on something. Yeah, it's one of my big weaknesses. Not being able to multitask, losing focus very easily. Yeah, so what is this title about? Fucking plans for future live streams and vlogs. So as you may have heard, I talk about it quite a bit. I went to Sasebo and Nagasaki for a 2-day trip, like 2 weeks ago, maybe almost 3 weeks ago. And I'm just now getting started on the editing. There's an hour of footage for Sasebo and an hour and 15 minutes for Nagasaki. So that's going to take a crazy amount of time to cut through, you know, to look through all that, especially with my old laggy freezing computer. Constantly freezes and lags. The software is outdated. So yeah, just bear with me on that one. It's going to be a while before any of those vlogs go up. I always have such a hard time cutting that stuff down too. Not just the slow computer, but also the fact that another weakness I have is like this compulsion. Like I have like OCD, you know? I feel like I have to take a picture of everything. I have to record everything I see. I have a very low standard of what I think is interesting for a picture or a video. I just have way too much raw footage, way too many pictures. And yeah, I tend to keep too many things. So I'm really trying hard to just be harsh on myself and be like, you know what? This entire 5-minute segment, garbage. Don't need it. It's a garbage. No one wants to see this. Like, I really need to crack down on myself with that. Yeah, you like the background. I need some better lighting in here, obviously. I mean, I don't even know where. I can't reach it. It's over there somewhere. I can't really reach it. My freaking light switch. I can make it brighter in here, but it might make me look more like a ghost if I make it brighter in here. I'd like to put some, like, LED lights in there, so it's more bright. I don't know what's up with the thing here. Like, I don't know. I have it set to 1080, but is it 720 maximum? Yeah, 720 maximum. I don't understand what the deal with that is. Yeah. So I'm working on 2 big vlogs. Also, I got this t-shirt here. I got another one, but I'll show it to you another time on a different stream. This one's from Sasebo, which is in Nagasaki Prefecture. It says Pirate Ship Midai. There's a Kujukushima Pearl Sea Resort. I got to ride on a boat for like an hour. That's pretty cool. I got to ride around a bunch of islands, like in a big loop around Nagasaki. It's pretty cool. And then the next day I went to Nagasaki and I got another shirt. My goal is to get drunk in every capital city of every prefecture. So that's like 47 prefectures. I want to go to every prefecture in my lifetime and get drunk in every capital. I didn't get drunk in Nagasaki. I did drink a little bit, but I didn't get drunk. So I guess I should lower the bar, just drink. And also I want to collect a t-shirt from every prefecture. So, you know, you go to the train station gift shop and you go buy a souvenir. Usually they're overpriced, but yeah, when in Rome. Or, you know, whatever city you're in. Did I meet any pirates? I did meet some pirates. So you'll have to check out the vlogs when they come out. It'll be fun. Met some stray cats too, of course, because there's lots of stray cats everywhere you go. Ah, Curtis. That a cat in a box. I wish my cat would go in a box and shut the hell up. It seems like he's calmed down now, which is good. Which is good. Oh, man. So, what else do I have planned? Yakuza 3, Witcher 3. I haven't abandoned Oblivion. It's been a few days, maybe a week. So I'll be doing some Oblivion stuff, but I'll probably do that stuff off camera. Same with Witcher 3. Witcher 3 and Oblivion, like the RPGs where there's lots of like, you know, tedious, you know, grinding and stuff like that. Well, there's not so much grinding in Western RPGs, I guess. There's actually a lot more going on. More so than like a traditional turn-based RPG. But still, I feel like there's a lot of like stuff in between the major stuff. So for those streams, I'll probably be off camera and just chill. I feel like when I'm on camera, I gotta really turn it on. Yeah, this is me turning it on. Give me a break. I'm not drunk yet, so we'll see how tonight goes. Got an ice chip there. But yeah, Yakuza 3, Witcher 3, Oblivion. I don't know. I found out the sequel for Judgment is coming out this September. They just announced it like a few weeks ago. I didn't even know. I knew about the game, that it was official, but I didn't know that it was announced officially, the release date. I think it was like September 20 something. And I was planning on streaming Judgment sometime later this year. I wanted to do Yakuza 0 through 6, streaming it in order, and then Judgment. Although you can play Judgment anytime because it doesn't spoil anything, so you can play Judgment really anytime. So I might, you know, take a break from Yakuza at one point and do Judgment maybe sometime in late August, early September, and then I want to have the sequel, Lost Judgment, day one, so I can stream that day one right out of the gate. That would be nice, because I tend to play games much later than I should. It kind of sucks. You need to get, yeah, you totally need to get that game. You gotta get Judgment. It's really good. And yeah, the thing is the creator of Yakuza said that future Yakuzas will continue to be turn-based RPGs, which is why I did not get the new Yakuza game. It was already bad enough that it's no longer Kiryu and it's a new character, new story, new character. I was already not very interested, but I was still gonna give it a chance because I like the Yakuza series. But then it was like a turn-based RPG, so I was like, no thanks. I might get it eventually someday, just for the story, when it's like heavily discounted. Just not into turn-based RPGs in general. I'll give it a chance eventually. But from what he's saying, all future Yakuza games will be turn-based. Probably has something to do with the fact that Japan really loves turn-based RPGs, so thanks Japan, thanks Japanese netizens for ruining Yakuza, because they just love those boring-ass RPGs. But they did say that Lost Judgment will continue that. It will sort of be like the spiritual successor, and they'll continue doing the sort of, you know, arcade fighting stuff, which is what I like. Now, I will admit the Yakuza fighting system hasn't always been my cup of tea. I've complained many times. I hate when they really change it up from game to game. Like, they change it up so much. They take out, they add in cool new stuff, but then they take out some cool stuff that they should have left in. So every time they introduce a cool new concept for a Yakuza game, they take out something from the previous game. It's like, why would you remove that? That was amazing. And it totally sucks. Hello, Melodeth. I haven't seen you in a while. Melodath. I don't know why I wanted to say Melodeth. I was thinking of like melodic death metal, mellow death. Us in the death metal community, we call melodic death metal mellow death, like for short, like a nickname. If your nickname was Mellow Death, that'd be pretty sweet. So yeah, hopefully I'll be playing all of the Yakuza by the end of this year, and definitely jump into some Judgment, Lost Judgment, continue with Witcher 3, Oblivion. I'm trying to think if there's any other games that I want to get into. I think that's it, really. I'd like to replay, what was that game? What was that horror game? I'd like to replay Until Dawn. I played that once. I know it's an old game, but I played it once, really enjoyed it. And it's one of those games where you can replay it. I really enjoy that stuff. Jasper, hey! It's been a while, man. Cheers. This is almost empty. Should probably refill it. But yeah, shit, working on a couple vlogs. Told you about my live streams. What else is there? Obviously I need some new video ideas, so I want to get out there and get more vlogs. But yeah, I've talked about this many times in the past. As you can see, I got a bunch of figures up here. This doesn't even scratch the surface. This is just like, this is the stuff I already had unboxed. And I have so many things that are like stored away in a giant closet. I have so many things that are in bags. Like, I got bags full of boxes, you know, stuff that's boxed up, unopened. So much so that I don't even know what I have anymore. I really don't. And it gave me a great idea to do a weekly figure unboxing, where I basically pull out a shopping bag, like a Book Off or Manga Soko, Mandarake, whatever. It's mostly Book Off. Pull out the bag and open it up, and on camera just see what's inside. Like, I have no idea what's inside, so it'll be as much of a surprise to me as it is to whoever's watching. And like yeah, I knew what I bought at the time, but it's been in storage so long that there's so many figures that I don't even know what I have. Like, I don't remember what I bought. So it'll be like a re-surprise for me. And I actually have a really big box. I don't know what the box is because it's in a big bag and it's taped shut from Book Off. And it's a really big box. It's like this big and it's heavy, and I don't know what it is. I want to say it's something Dragon Ball Z related, but I don't know what it is. No idea. I know what one of my figures is that's like huge. I have this huge figure. I won't tell you what it is. I'm saving it for a special occasion. And it is huge. I'll have to make room on my shelf for it. These shelves right here, you can move them up and down to make them like more space. So hopefully I can get it to fit in there. And the other one looks like it's even bigger, like the box. I don't even know what it is. Sometimes I see stuff and I just go, oh, that's amazing, I have to have it now. And then, like, you know, I didn't have a shelf for a long time, so I just like put it away, you know, for safekeeping. And now I don't know what it is. And there's just so many figures that I have. I think I have so many figures that are unboxed, or that are not unboxed, that are unopened, that I could do a weekly unboxing every week for like a year, and there would be a bunch of it where I'm like, oh, I forgot I bought that. You know, like I don't even know. So I say a lot of it's Dragon Ball Z, and I've been trying to do better on that because, you know, Dragon Ball's my favorite. So I've been trying to do better on that and not get too many Dragon Ball stuff. It's hard though because there's so much good stuff. And Dragon Ball seems to be the cheapest stuff. You can get some really high quality stuff for the cheaper prices. Whereas if you're like a One Piece or Naruto fan, you're kind of out of luck because, I mean, you can find cheap figures, but most of the figures are going to be very expensive, very large. One Piece has a lot of large, very detailed, expensive figures. It's a good thing I'm not into One Piece. It's just too long. I just can't get into it. It's just too long and I don't want to get started. I just don't. But I am starting to have more variety in the figures that I collect, so that's good. And I will change up the figures, because obviously there's a finite amount of space, and I just keep collecting more figures. So what I'll do is eventually I will take these down and put up different figures from time to time. Sometimes I'll just put up whatever I feel like. Sometimes I'll put up a theme, like maybe one specific anime. I'll fill the entire shelf with just that one anime, because I don't know. Of course, I don't do a lot of talking streams, which I hate. I do too many game streams. This channel sort of turned into like a game channel, which I didn't intend on. So I want to do more talk streams. Eventually, I'll get into stuff like news. I don't know. I'll just talk about Japan news, and not even just Japan news. Maybe just like world news. Maybe talk about interesting things. There's a few videos that I had interest in, like things like topics to talk about. And yeah, I'll eventually get into those. But for now, I'm just here to say hi and check in with everybody before I get into the gaming shit, which I said I do too much of. But that's the irony, isn't it? You're a big One Piece fan? Yeah, I want to get into it, but it's just so many episodes, and I'm just not ready to take on that endeavor. Maybe eventually. I just don't know how to get into it. I'm watching a lot of animes that are really good that are actually pretty short. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I really wish, like, a lot of the anime that I watch that are short, I wish they were longer. I'm sitting there thinking, like, why the fuck is One Piece and Naruto so fucking long? But then I see some animes that I really, really am interested in, and they're super fucking short, like Steins Gate or Cowboy Bebop. I'm just like, why are those so short? You know, it's ridiculous. Naruto should be easy to find. I wonder why it's more expensive. I don't know. I honestly don't know. You can find cheap Naruto stuff, but you know, you can find cheap Naruto stuff, but I think Dragon Ball Z is way more common in Japan when you're looking for figures. Like, there's just so much Dragon Ball stuff that's cheap. Whereas, I guess Naruto has more expensive stuff. I don't know. I guess it just depends on which company is making the figures. It just depends. Me in Japan. Hey, yo, what's up, man? It's been a while. Curtis, you're back. I didn't know if you were still here, Curtis. Oh man. You love some anime and it's only 2 seasons? Yeah, I hate that. I hate that when I see an anime that looks really cool and it only has like a couple dozen episodes total. I was like, fuck. Like Tokyo Ghoul, for example. Tokyo Ghoul. What is Zool? That sounds like some like Scientology stuff. Yeah, Tokyo Ghoul is like only like 2 seasons. And I love that, but apparently the manga is much longer, but I don't read manga. Not a manga reader, which I should be, because the thing about manga is they have a lot more detail. And also the manga is usually way ahead of the anime. And I'm very hesitant to talk about anime that I'm currently watching right now, or to show off any figures from anime that I'm currently watching right now, because sometimes I'm either not caught up with the anime and I'm worried that people will spoil it, either intentionally, which would be a dick move, or unintentionally because they're just so passionate about it and they just want to talk about it and they don't realize that I'm not caught up. Because at the mere mention of a certain anime, they go like, oh, freaking out, and then they start telling me spoilers, and then they don't realize it. So sometimes it's unintentional. But even if I am caught up, there's the other side of it where even if I am caught up on an anime, the manga is always way ahead. And there's always those people that assume that I read the manga, so they assume that I already know, and then they start talking about it, or they're being a dick and they don't care, and they're like, bruh, read the manga's better. And they like, manga's way ahead, and they start telling you spoilers for no reason. I had some troll recently when I was playing Oblivion. I hadn't played Oblivion in 10 years, but I remembered most of it. And somebody came on and they started trolling me. Like, they didn't like something I said, I guess. I said, alright, this is gonna be another thing I need to talk about. You guys need to tell me when to shut the fuck up. When I'm playing a game, and I start talking about things that have nothing to do with the game. Like, sometimes, before I start a stream, I'll be checking my phone on social media, and, you know, I get into arguments with people. It's not something I'm proud of, but I do get into arguments with dumbasses on the internet, which you should not do, because why bother getting into arguments with strangers on the internet? But I'm pretty sure we've all fell prey to that, to our urges to do that kind of shit, which is, it's very pointless, but I'm sure most of us have done it and are not proud of it. We take it too far and we say things we shouldn't say, things we wouldn't say in real life. And yeah, you know, somebody didn't like something I was saying on a live stream. I think it was like something political or something. And I think they took what I said out of context because they joined in at the wrong time. I'm not like a left-leaning or right-leaning person. I'm sort of in the middle. But I was talking about something and they came in at a certain time and they really took what I said out of context and started really shitting on me. And yeah, they decided before they left the stream to be a dick and go like, oh yeah, by the way, blah blah is blah blah. I won't spoil it, just in case you haven't played Oblivion, even though it's like a game from 2006. But hey, that's how nice I am. I don't want to spoil something even if it's old. Like, I'm not gonna tell some little kid about Star Wars or Harry Potter, you know? I'm not gonna say blah blah does blah blah in this movie or whatever, because there are new kids out there every day who haven't seen Harry Potter or Star Wars or whatever, and I'm not gonna be that guy like, dude, it's a classic, how have you not seen it? That's not my fault. It's like, well, you know, there's actually kids out there who haven't seen that shit yet. Those movies are pretty much classics now. I mean, to me, Harry Potter's a classic. It ended like a decade ago, so give it some time and there'll be some kids who don't know what Harry Potter is, and I'm not gonna be that guy that's like, you should have seen it already. Like, no, I'm not gonna spoil it for them because I don't want to, because I want them to be surprised by it and to be excited and shit like that. So somebody was like, oh yeah, blah blah is this guy, you know, like there's like some kind of mystery character in Oblivion. They were like, oh, blah blah is secretly this guy, and then he left, and I was just like, ha 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 ha. And I was like, well, joke's on you, dickhead. I've already played this game a bunch of times before. You know, it's not my first time playing it. So you thought you were being a troll and spoiling a major plot line. It's like, but you didn't. I was like, it just showed how petty they were, that they would do something like that. Because that's not something I would do. Like, if I was in an argument with somebody and doing it back and forth, I would not spoil something for somebody, even if I didn't like them. I wouldn't spoil it because that's just a dick move. It's like kicking somebody in the balls, you know, mentally. Like, don't spoil stuff. It is a douche thing to do. Yeah, it is. I bought the manga before. I stopped because it spoils me watching the anime. That's exactly why I don't read the manga, because I just don't want to. It's not that I don't like manga. I think manga's great. It's just that if I read the manga, it won't be as exciting to watch the anime. Of course, I prefer anime. Of course, this is a very hot take, I guess, amongst some communities would vehemently disagree with me. I think anime is better because it's got color, voice acting, great music, animation. I mean, that's the biggest thing, animation. I mean, when you're doing fight scenes, what do you want to do? Look at black and white pictures or watch some really awesome, colorful animation with great music, you know, and sound effects and great voice acting? I mean, it seems like it should be an easy choice. I mean, if you like manga, that's great. I mean, I do too, but if something was just a manga and there was no anime for it, then yeah, maybe I'd read it, but a lot of manga gets adapted into anime, so I just wait for the anime season to come out. Because I want to be surprised. I want to see the plot twists in motion with sound, color. That's just how I prefer it. And if I read the manga first, I won't be as excited to watch the anime. Like if I read a manga first and it was really cool, and then I found out later they were adapting it to an anime, sure, I'd watch it. Maybe. But the chance of me watching it might go tremendously down, and I wouldn't be as excited about it. That's just my opinion. There's spoilers everywhere. Yeah, there is. There's spoilers everywhere. I remember when like there was like Marvel movies coming out, and then there was like that Logan movie that was really popular at the time, and there were people going into comment section of videos that had nothing to do with movies, had nothing to do with Marvel, had nothing to do with superheroes, just nothing remotely to do with anything of that in that ballpark. And it'd be like a video about baking homemade pie, and someone would go like, blah blah dies in this movie. Why? Why? Like you're just scrolling through a random how-to video and someone's like, blah blah in blah blah movie dies. And you're just like, I haven't seen the movie yet. I was looking forward to seeing that. Like, and now I'm not. That happened to me. That happened to me with a major Marvel movie. Someone spoiled a death for me, and I was just super. I won't say what movie it was, but pretty pissed off. And that happened twice with Marvel movies, and I was just like, those people are the lowest of the low. Those people have no morals. They're not right up here. I just don't see the point in doing that. YouTube is full of spoilers. Yeah, I fucking hate that. I hate it. A game released, people on YouTube stream it ASAP, racing to get platinum. Yeah, I don't know why everybody's so quick. I don't know why everybody's like that. It's really bad with like the journalist. Everybody wants to review the newest movie or the newest album or the newest game. So much so they don't even play the full game. They'll play like the first like 10 hours of a game out of a 50-hour game and give it a verdict. It's like, how are you going to give a verdict of that? I remember when people shit all over Days Gone. People continue to shit. Like, user reviews are great for Days Gone. Critic reviews, like professional critic reviews, I use this. Professional critic reviews, like they'll play like the first few hours and give their verdict and give it like a 6 out of 10. It's like, what? And they'll say that it's like a horrible, mediocre game. And I'm like, what are you even talking about? I'm really, really passionate about Days Gone, defending it. Because I love that game. I bought that game day one. I bought the digital deluxe, and I loved it. I can't wait for a sequel. Unfortunately, apparently there is no sequel because it didn't sell well enough. But it sold well enough. It made profit, but not as much profit as Sony wanted. And the Metacritic scores and all the reviews it got was bad. But the user reviews were amazing. People loved that game. And a lot of these people didn't even get very far in the game, and they complained about a lot of things that made no sense. Like, they're like, oh, the game is very depressing and dark, sad. Yeah, it's supposed to be a sad game. It's a zombie game. It's a post-apocalyptic world. You're trying to survive. Things are trying to eat you, you know, and then other humans are trying to kill you. You know, it's not supposed to be happy, fun time. Where's the comedy? Why should there be comedy? Is like, why does it need comic relief? There's plenty of games you can go play for that. Giving it a low score because of that is just so stupid. And they're like, there's no character development. Deacon's just an unlikable asshole. He doesn't change the entire game. You know, sometimes you don't have to have character development. It's not like you're watching 10 seasons of a TV show or a trilogy of movies. It's one video game, and it's set within a small window of time. Yeah, you might be playing the game for 40 to 60 hours, but in the game time, it's only like a few days or a few weeks of time, so you're not going to dramatically change your personality within a few days or weeks or months. You know, that's more realistic to me. You're not going to have some like complete 180 where suddenly you're like completely different person. That makes no sense. I thought Days Gone had a great story and great characters, and it was a lot more realistic. If they would have had a bunch of, cornball shit, goofing around, I would have been, like, turned off by that. I mean, I would still enjoyed it, but I enjoyed it for its gritty tone. People said the same thing about the original Watch Dogs, that it was too gritty, it was too depressing and dark. And I was like, yeah, that's why I liked it. And that's why I didn't play Watch Dogs 2. I played the free demo, and it was goofy. And I didn't like that. I liked the original Watch Dogs. Oh, and they did the same thing with Saints Row. Saints Row was, it was a little more goofy than Grand Theft Auto, had a little bit more silliness, but the first couple games are pretty much rooted in reality. And then by the third game, they were like going crazy and shit. And then by the fourth game, they had like superpowers and fucking alien invaders. And I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm done with this series. Oh yeah. Faster they upload, the more views they get. Exactly. Like, it's pretty annoying. It's the same thing with like music. How are you gonna sit there? I think it was who was it? I don't listen to rap, but this was pretty fucking smart. It was like Jay-Z or something, and he was like, he's like these music critics nowadays. They'll sit there and they'll listen to an album day one, and they'll put up their video or their article that same day reviewing an entire album. It's like, how can you listen to an album once and then sit there and put up a review about it? Like, you can't. That's so stupid. And the best reviews are the ones that don't get a lot of views because they're put up later, because the person actually took their time to listen to it and analyze it and listen to it multiple times. Because sometimes whenever you listen to something new, like a new album or a new song, it doesn't always hit you the first time. Like, you don't notice certain things. So yeah, you have to really let it mellow, or let it gestate, sit in your brain for a while so you can sort of think about it. And you really can't give a proper review on an album or a movie or a TV show or a game until you've spent a decent amount of time with it to really think about it. You can't just play a game for a few hours and put up a review. I mean, you can, but no one's going to take you seriously. And unfortunately, that was the problem with Days Gone, is I feel like it got fucked over by critic reviews. There really should be something done about that. Like, you shouldn't be a professional critic if you can't play a video game first and then do the review. It made money, but not enough money. Wow, it's so wrong, isn't it? I hate the way the industry is going. Yeah, speaking on that, a lot of these these game developers, they don't put out demos anymore. I remember back in the day, aging myself here, back in the day, even during the PS3 360 era, which I think that's where it started to go away a little bit, but it was still there a little bit. Oof, getting gassy, sorry. Okay. Yeah, like, it used to be back in the day, you would get free demos to try out a game before it came out to see if you were interested in it. That was their way of getting you to pre-order the game, by playing a free demo. And of course it wasn't, they would always say, like, they would always give you like a little disclaimer, this isn't the complete product, it may be different, when it actually releases. So basically what they're saying is, we're planning on improving it. This is just sort of like a beta. Test it out to see if you're interested in the concept of it. Maybe you might want to pre-order, or at least, keep your eye out for it when it comes out. But they stopped doing that because people started getting used to DLC. People started getting used to digital deluxe editions and ultimate editions and gold editions and definitive editions and game of the year editions. Stupid shit. Stuff that should be already on the game day one. People started getting used to that, and microtransactions and patches. Back when I was a kid, the game worked. The game came out when it was ready to come out, and it worked. There was no patches. You couldn't patch it back then. And now every time you get a new game, you just expect it to be bugs galore and patches every few weeks, and it's just ridiculous. And just because people pre-order stuff, I don't pre-order anything. People pre-order things. I did pre-order a game, I think. I pre-ordered Ghost of Tsushima last year, or was it the year before that? I don't remember. I think it was 2019. It's getting so hard to remember. I pre-ordered Ghost of Tsushima, and yeah, I know I said I don't pre-order, but I generally don't. But I pre-ordered Ghost of Tsushima, and that was a game that, yeah, it didn't have a demo, but I was kind of like, you know, even if this is kind of a mediocre, glitchy game, it looks so cool that I'm gonna go for it anyway. Same with Days Gone. I got that. I think I pre-ordered that, and I was happy with both games. So I generally don't pre-order something unless it's extremely interesting and I'm willing to take the risk. But most of the time I don't. Saints Row 4 is not my cup of tea. Yeah, I don't think I finished that. I think that was the first one I didn't finish. I'd like to go back to it. I'm planning on doing a Saints Row 2 stream at some point. I can't do Saints Row 1 because they don't have it available digitally. They only have it available if you own a 360 or a PS3 and you got it, like, you know, physical copy, basically. I played it once or twice back when I was much younger. I wish they would remaster it, like bring it back out digitally. Maybe bring out like a collection. Just bring out a whole collection, like a bundle. That would be nice, a remastered bundle. I would definitely pay for that. You can play online for Saints Row 4? I didn't know that. Huh. Ultimate, super mega version. 10 times the price for 1.1 times the content. All DLC included. Complete edition. This is the reason why I don't trust the new Horizon Forbidden West. It's the same as Neo. I still haven't finished the first Horizon game. I was playing it like late last year, like December, and then like the new year happened and kind of forgot about it. It wasn't that I didn't enjoy it, it's just that there's so many games that I'm trying to get into, and I guess it got pushed down the list. But now that there's a new game coming out for PS5, I definitely want to finish that game at some point. I was still pretty early into that game. And Neo, I just couldn't get into at all. Neo, I fucking rage quit that on the first stream. I just rage quit games like that. I don't have a lot of patience for it. I do not. It's nice to see you guys back. Yeah, I guess you guys didn't know I was on Twitch or something. I don't know. Or maybe you guys don't have Twitch accounts and you didn't make one. Brr. Yeah. But it is good to be back. I do prefer YouTube tremendously compared to Twitch. I don't know. Twitch is a completely different animal. You go on Twitch and it seems like the most popular things are a bunch of women with big boobs and they're sitting in hot tubs on floaty animals. Yeah. Either that or you gotta have like some kind of like skill, like playing an instrument or being an artist or something. Or a DJ or something like that. But if you're like a typical game streamer, it's like the competition is fierce. And you gotta be playing like the hottest new games, like when they come out, and even then the competition's still fierce. You can be like, if you play a game that's not popular enough and it's too old or it's not popular, you're not going to get any views. But if you play a game day one when it comes out that's super popular, like Resident Evil Village or Fortnite or whatever, you're going to have too much competition because everyone's playing it day one. So I kept trying to just play whatever I want to play. I was like, I'm just going to play games that maybe aren't popular, maybe they're old, and maybe I'm just interested in playing them because I think it's fun. And I keep trying to find ways to make it interesting. It's kind of hard though. It really is. Some games just, you know, look like they're fun to play, but then you stream it and you realize this is a fun game, but it's not very interesting for people to watch you play it. It's more fun to play it than it is to watch. And I found that out with multiple games, that it's just more fun to play than it is to watch. So I'm very excited to get back into Yakuza. After this stream, I will, in 5 minutes after this stream ends, I'll set up a new stream and I'll jump into Yakuza 3 because that's got some action, great story, voice acting, yada yada. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun as hell. Just here because I'm curious about your future streams. Yeah, I was streaming for 3 months over on Twitch. I was streaming a lot of stuff, actually. I don't even know what I was streaming, honestly, because I was over there for 3 months and streaming quite a bit. I don't remember what the last thing I streamed. The last thing I streamed over here on YouTube was Yakuza 2, I think. Yeah, that was the last thing I streamed. Last thing I streamed was Yakuza. I got my Twitch pulled up here. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Oblivion and Witcher 3. And I think before that, I don't remember what the fuck I was streaming before that. My memory is so shot. I was playing like Final Fantasy 15, maybe? I don't remember. I don't remember what the fuck I was playing. Lucas can probably tell you what the hell I was streaming on my Twitch days. Besides Witcher and Oblivion. Like, I don't remember. I think I was playing some Final Fantasy 15. I don't remember. Maybe I finished that on YouTube. I don't remember. It's really hard trying to remember that shit. Oh no, my ass is melting. I got another thing of ice over here. I figured it was easier to just have like a cup of ice with tongs. But now it's just melting. Eh. Until Dawn, yeah, I did do a couple streams for that. But I remember there was like another game. Was I playing Final Fantasy 15? I don't remember. I recorded a lot of my streams so that I could cut them down and upload them to YouTube. Here it is, I got a folder for my Twitch streams. Of course, it takes forever to load up, which is hilarious to me. It's nice now because now my channel will start to recover. When you're uploading a bunch of Twitch streams that are not live anymore, they're like basically video on demand. You're taking Twitch streams and uploading them to YouTube. They don't get a lot of views or watch time. So it'll be nice to actually get views and watch time again on YouTube. Let's see. Okay, I was playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yeah, I just started playing that on YouTube, and then I got the ban like middle of March, and I continued playing that game. Oh, and South Park Stick of Truth, South Park Fractured Butthole, Until Dawn, Oblivion, Witcher 3. Okay. So not that many games actually. Yeah. Final Fantasy VII, little bit of Yakuza 2. Like the side stuff. Both South Park games, Until Dawn. Final Fantasy VIII I played once. I wasn't really into it. I'll give it another try eventually, but it's so hard. It's such a hard game to play. Yeah, and Witcher 3 and Oblivion. Guess I didn't play that many games because a lot of the games I pick tend to be kind of long. Oof. Well, I don't know what else to say. Maybe I should jump into Yakuza. Might be fun. Might be fun. I don't know if everybody knows why I got banned. I talked about it at the beginning of the stream. I've talked about it in previous videos months ago. But yeah, I got banned because I did a live stream last fall. It was many months ago. It was like maybe last fall, early winter. I did a live stream where I was basically drinking and chatting with people and watching funny YouTube videos, just funny viral clips, and most of them are pretty much okay. But I reacted to one where it was like a minute clip of some guy. He had a bunch of bees all over his hand. His channel is all about bees. I forgot what his channel is called. I don't even know. Zarman? There we go. Yeah, it's called Zarman. Zaur, and then MAN. Zarman. It's 2 words. Zarman. It's got 49,000 subscribers, 156 videos. Basically, he did this viral video that got 2 million views. Don't touch bees. They know who you are. And it's like almost 2 minutes. And I reacted to it. I don't remember what I said because I was drunk, and also because it was like half a year ago. It was half a year before he even copyrighted me. Now it's probably been like, I don't know, 7, 8 months, maybe longer. And he basically striked my channel down for that. And instead of doing the normal copyright strike where you just mute it, or you take that clip out, or you maybe just block the video, he basically got it where the video is removed, and he got me a red strike, which means I can't live stream for 90 days. Yeah, he didn't even reply. I tried to email him. I asked him nicely if he could remove his claim, and I could remove his segment, take down the video, and he never replied. So I commented on a couple of his different videos. He still didn't respond. So yeah, I had to serve out my 90 days, and I could have did a counterclaim, but that means that I would have to give my full name, my phone number, my email address, and my address to him so that he could see it. And it's like, I'm not doxing myself. So it's so lame. Very lame. Maybe he was offended by what I said. Maybe because I was reacting and I was making fun of it because he was doing something stupid. He was letting a bunch of bees all over his arm. And I was maybe I was laughing at it and going, why the hell would you do this? This is stupid, or something like that. And yeah, he probably just got offended and copy striked me. But yeah, so I can't react to people's shit anymore. But if you want to, go to Zarman, Z-A-U-R, space, M-A-N. Go over to his Don't Touch Bees, They Know Who You Are video and fucking shit on him. Tell him to fuck off. Tell him to fuck off, and you tell him why. He's an asshole. I don't even know what country he's from. No idea. I don't think he's from America or Canada. I think he's from... I don't know where he's from, but he's not from the West. He speaks English, but he's not from a Western country. I don't know. He seems Russian or Eastern European to me. But he's a dickhead. He clearly doesn't know what fair use is. Do you get your games digitally? Yeah, I do. I do. I like to collect games, but living in another country, it's kind of hard to do that, so I have to get all my games digitally. Damn! What, Curtis, you me roasting the guy? Yeah, fucking go full out war on this guy. Yeah, it was definitely rude of him. All he had to do was just do the simple, he didn't have to take down the video. All he had to do was just make a claim on it, and they could have trimmed out that segment, or he could have just contacted me directly and said, hey, can you remove that? And I would have said yes. I wouldn't have been like, no, fuck you, man, it's my video, because then I know. If he would have nicely came and said like, hey man, can you remove that video? I don't like that you're, showing my video. I don't like that you're making fun of my video. I'm like, of course, the inner part of me is like, what a pussy. But the other part of me is like, oh, if I don't comply with it, he'll probably try to strike my channel. So, from a, I don't want to say business perspective, but from a channel sustaining perspective, I would have complied with it. And then I would have made fun of him anyway. I'd have been like, alright, I'll remove it, you dick. Future will be better. Yes, let's hope so. Let's hope so. I like how I did that at the same time you put up the emoji for the praying sign. Yeah, so what's next? I don't really have anything else to say. I wanted to make sure that this stream wasn't any more than an hour long, and we're getting close there, so I don't really have anything else to say. I think it's just good to be back, and really want to jump into some Yakuza 3. So yeah, I want to thank everybody for joining. And hopefully all of you will stick around for 5 minutes while I set it up. Yes, Kitty is waiting. He is waiting for me. He is waiting to kick some ass. I have been holding him back. Now he's ready to unleash the fucking dragon. All right. So, thank you guys for joining so much. And I want to say one more thing. I almost forgot. Curtis McCartney, thank you for the donation. I did see it. I was waiting to get on stream to publicly thank you for it. Thank you for the donation. Very much appreciate it. You're a superstar. I need to have some kind of thing. It doesn't work. Like, I have my PayPal connected to my Streamlabs, but nothing pops up. There's supposed to be like a pop-up in the corner when someone donates to me on PayPal. Supposed to have a nice little GIF, has a sound effect, shows their name, shows how much they donated. Doesn't show anything. It really pisses me off because it's supposed to work. I think I need to start putting up something on the screen. Maybe I'll put up something myself, like manually. I don't know how to do that. Maybe I can. I don't know how to do that. Honestly, maybe I can put up some text here. I think maybe I'll try to do that. Put up some text up here somewhere for when people do that stuff. I don't know. It's a real pain in the ass. I don't know why, but all of those little GIFs and sound effects, they don't seem to work for me very much. Very rarely something will happen where it'll say someone's following you or subscribed or rating you. Like, it worked on Twitch, but I think YouTube it doesn't work very well. But even on Twitch, when I got the donation, nothing happened. And that is why I just really want to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, so that people can do the super chat thing instead of going directly to PayPal. They can just do the super chat thing, and super chat obviously would be connected to PayPal, but they can just go to super chat and then they will get a thing on the chat thing. So yeah, 1,000 subs. That's what I need. That's what I need. So I can get super chat, and also so I can live stream with my phone. I'd like to be able to go out in public somewhere and live stream. This is my train card and bus card. You use this for riding buses and trains. You go to a machine, you put paper money in, you put money on this, and you go beep, go into the train, beep, or the bus, beep. Pretty cool. It's got like a little ferret on it. Emoka. Pretty funny. Road to 1K. I'm just looking forward to the road to 500. It's June 12th, and I started YouTube sometime late August, I think, or maybe early September. I don't know when my first YouTube video came up. I think my first YouTube video came up sometime in September or late August. So by the end of this summer, I'd like to have 500 subs. 5 years, 500 subs. It's not very impressive, but if I can get to at least 500 subs within that 5-year period, that'll be nice. Alright, I guess Curtis is not here, which I should have remembered to say something when he was actually, commenting. But, I get distracted very easily. It was my intention to say something during the stream. I'll say something next time he comes in, for sure. I'm sure he'll show up for the Yakuza stream. Seen some nice changes to those cards. Yeah, I got some new cards coming up. I try to make special cards for every game that I stream, and I try to pick music from that game, like the soundtrack, and put it in there, which I know is going to get me a copyright claim, but it's fine. I don't really care, because the games that I'm streaming anyway tend to have in-game music that's going to get me copy claimed anyway, and I'm not really worried about it. I'm just trying to get subscribers and watch time. Not really worried about getting fucking demonetized. I'm not monetized anyway. So yeah, I had some nice music. You'll see some nice music in the next few minutes. So yeah, thanks for checking this out. I will see you guys in 5 minutes. Be patient with me. Thanks for joining.